So here's the order right here. Look at all these bags. Look at all this food. We have an $800 pickup order on Expedite, delivered, same thing. I had an $800 one yesterday. I was paying $56. It showed a $30 tip. I'll put that here. I think I took a screenshot. We have an 800 subtotal one today, showing once again a $30 tip. Less mileage, so it's not paying as much. It's paying $40. It's going 4 miles. I don't mind the money. The money's okay. We're picking up from Panda Express, which is behind us right there. There's no way both customers tip $30. I use a chat support feature in the Expedite Delivered app and asked them, hey, is there some more information about this order? It's $800 worth of food, just being nice about it and asking. They said, well, that's all the information that we have from Easy Cater, because that's how it works. Easy Cater has got to be skimming off the top. They have to. They're giving drivers what they think will take, and this is part of their business model. And I took it yesterday and I did it today, but I want to test it out because there's no way somebody's leaving. What is that? $800. 10% would be $80. 5% would be $40 tip. So they're leaving a 3.5%, 4% tip, a 4% tip on $800 food catering with setup required. You really think people do that? When you go into the app on both of these merchants, when I went in to suggested tip, it doesn't auto-populate, but like it starts at 10, 15, I believe it goes to 20. So really you think somebody typed other and they typed in $30 on 2 separate occasions, 2 separate people in St. Louis, tipping $30? No. What's happening is either there's no tip and they're just showing, they're giving you part of that delivery fee or whatever, which is fine. Or there's a good tip and they're just taking the money for their own business and giving us the crumbs. This order should be paying at least $100. Let's go pick it up. What do you guys think? Are you guys seeing these low tips on these big orders for catering? Easy Cater, where's the money? So here's the order right here. Look at all these bags. Look at all this food. And I know what some of y'all are saying, well, Pedro, you didn't have to take it. I like to test things out for y'all and do it for the content and get you guys' opinion. What are you seeing? It's still going to be basically the time, get out. It's an hour. When you do catering, you got to say it's an hour. Sometimes it is less, and this one is a little less than that, but that's what you have to give yourself as far as timing goes. There's no way. I'm going to call it right now. There's no way they tip $30. That's the default thing if there's no tip. So I could see that. But is there even a way for them to tip afterwards? Like, this is like 30 bags back there. They're heavy. It's a lot of stuff. And I just don't, these companies have control over the money, as all companies do, because they're facilitating the transaction on their end, and they can give us what they want. And, let's just say there's an extra $50 out there. Let's say they tip 10%, and then this order should have been paying 90 and some change instead of 40. Easy Cater just got that. The CEO's got it in his pocket. I don't care what y'all say. And this isn't me complaining. It's not me being ungrateful. Like, the truth is the truth. And if we think other companies would take money and steal tips, and they've been found of that, DoorDash, Uber, what makes you think a catering company wouldn't possibly do the same? Once again, this is my opinion, but there's no way. Or I guess these customers are just like, hey, I will order $800 of food. Forget the driver. There's a delivery fee, which is what's interesting about that Easy Cater fee. Every receipt that I've seen, I've done hundreds of these on a couple of different apps, has a $30 or whatever the delivery charge is from Easy Cater taken off as some kind of discount or promotion or whatever. So they know that they're saving. They know that they're getting that savings. So I guess the customer is just okay with the driver just making very little money. I don't believe that. I believe most customers on these big orders, they're going to leave some kind of tip. I would think. Anyways, tell me what y'all think. This will be the last time that I do an order this size for this dollar amount, but I'd like to bring this to y'all's attention. I've done a couple of these, and back-to-back days, showing a $30 tip. I just don't believe it. And if there isn't a tip, don't put it like there is on the tip line. I think you're doing that to manipulate the drivers, like, oh, well, there's a tip, so don't, at least say, you know, the no tip, no trip doesn't stand here because they did leave a tip. No. Either you stole it or there isn't one. Don't tell me that there's something that it's not. Transparency is important. But as 1099 gig drivers, like, you know, it's almost like Panda Express should either just deliver this themselves, or Easy Cater, why don't you guys get in your car and do some deliveries? Why don't you guys set these things up? Why don't you guys go to the 15th floor of some of these offices and lug all this around, card or no card? Why don't you do that for a $10 delivery fee? Because that's what Delivered Expedite's paying me. They're paying me a $10 delivery fee for $800 worth of food. That's diabolical. Sweating! That order sucked, but hey, listen, I get what we're doing is low entry, low whatever, but that order, oh my God, I just missed a $40 Costco, I think. Oh, it's going 35 miles. No, we're not doing that's going deep south. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Anyways, that order sucked. You know, it is what it is for different reasons. I'm not gonna mention where it was going and all that, but at the end of the day, yeah, do I make 40 bucks in an hour? Sure. That's one way to look at it, but that doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it that if they're taking some of the money or they're telling you there's a tip when there isn't, it doesn't make it okay. Period. Full stop. End of sentence, end of story, end of paragraph. And just because I work with these companies to earn a living, make money, doesn't mean that I can't hold them accountable. Doesn't mean I can't have an opinion about something when I see it and it's not right. And I make these videos so that when you see orders like this, my recommendation is, I get it, you make 40 bucks, we shouldn't be taking them. I don't know how many times on these catering apps you get like these, on especially Deliver That, you get these last minute offers. I've gotten them a lot this week on Deliver That, which is different than Expedite Delivered. But they're paying 20 bucks a pop. And the reason it's last minute is because nobody wants them. Because they're not paying enough. Know your worth. That should have paid more than 40 bucks. Period. And I believe in my heart that it would have been. But Easy Cater's playing with our money. They just are. If you don't realize that by now, I don't know how I can help you.